Permitting becomes political. Fossil fuels becomes political. Now immigration once again seems to be falling prey to politics. You don't have a lot of days left. Do you think this immigration bill on the table that toughens up the asylum standards that we need, gives more resources to CBP to process, which they need, and gives dreamers a pathway to citizenship, which they deserve? Do you think it'll happen?
Not going to happen.
Why?
It's not even on the talking, not even on the table. Have no idea. But let me tell you something. Unless you're talking seriously about securing the border, you're not going to have serious talks about immigration reform. But we have got to stop the insanity that's going on in the border now, Chris. This is wrong.
Well,
we have
the bill
a crisis.
did it, Senator. You gave them new asylum rules to stay, you know, to apply. The way the bill, I understand it, is, tell me if I'm wrong, of course, you get to apply in home country, more money for CBP to have processing places, tribunal, and places to keep people, and the dreamers get a path to citizenship. Doesn't that solve both sides of this?
That solves that problem there, but if you have a porous border and there's nothing more attention and more money and more resources to securing the border, let me tell you, the 2013 bill, if you get a chance and we can break it down and send it to you, the 2013 bill that we passed in the Senate with 68 votes bipartisan was a tremendous piece of legislation, but we couldn't get the Republicans to take it up because Eric Cantor had just got defeated, and they used that. Eric Cantor was supporting reasonable legislation that they said, well, he's for amnesty. So the Tea Party went after him with a vengeance, and it shut everything down in the House. So that bill went nowhere. That is still the best piece of legislation that we've ever written that would do what needs to be done. But what needs to be done right now is the administration needs to take executive actions. And Ali Mayorkas is a good guy. He knows how to do it. Let him do his job and support him. And then those of us can get behind him and let's start working on a bill that works and really secures the border.
Well,
but,
at a minimum, shouldn't you be telling the
administration?
You know, the Biden administration is having it both ways on Title 42. They say we don't want to use it anymore, and then they go to the court and say, wait, don't lift it yet, because they don't have a plan. I don't understand how keeping people out because of COVID doesn't still apply.
Hey, Chris, I'm praying to God as we're speaking now that they're working on a plan that should work, because I looked at Henry Cuellar, my friend from Texas. I looked at John Cornyn, my friend from Texas. They know they're on the border. They're at the largest border in the country, Texas, and it's unbelievable what's happening to them. And there's some things going on. I hope that we can embrace it and work as Americans and quit worrying about Democrats and Republicans and who's responsible and get this thing fixed. We have got to stop this crisis that's going on now.
Well, the reason it's happening is because applying in home country for asylum, and of course the optics that Democrats and Biden would be more forgiving, drove flow. And now you remove Title 42. You know, they've kept out millions of people with that on a legitimate basis of concerns about COVID, which is supposed to matter in this country. Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.